Well, social media has really taken over in this day and age. Here to fill us in on how you can build or maybe break your brand on social media is influencer and branding expert Jeff Hunter. Welcome to the show, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. So let's just talk about what is social media.
Social media is a great place to get the word out about yourself, who you are, your business. Everyone's looking to grow a personal brand. And honestly, it's just a great place to connect with other people and family. Remember, it's always about people.
It's social.
Right, it's social.
It's in the name. So, and what should I be posting on social media?
So it depends. It really depends on what you are trying to do. So for example, if you're a newscaster, right, you want to post relevant topics. You want to show that you're relevant to your audience. And we all have different initiatives that we all have to have. So for me personally, because I'm obviously on social media and I do branding, it's very important that I am always talking about things that are important to people that have to do with what I do.
Okay, that makes sense. Are there things that maybe I shouldn't be posting on social media?
There's a lot. There's a lot of things you shouldn't be posting on social media. Definitely, for sure, if you actually appreciate your job, you probably shouldn't talk bad about your employer, unless there's a really good reason to do so, right?
Or if you have another job lined up.
Exactly. Yeah, if you have another job lined up, you're good to go. But honestly, you have to think about everything that you post online is either building or destroying your brand. And that's the choice that we get to have. So a lot of times I would, especially with a client, I would say, okay, let's take a look at your brand now. Let's do a little audit and say, is there some things on your social media profile that you probably shouldn't have on there? Especially if you're running for a political office, right?
Oh, yeah.
Think of all those tweets that can haunt you from the past.
And are there forever.
They are.
Right?
The internet is forever.
The internet is forever. That's true. And so talk a little bit more about what is a personal brand, and why is it important?
So a personal brand really helps you cement your authority in an industry. Obviously, it helps you get opportunities like here on the show with you today, right? You guys are able to look at my website and my social media and say, okay, this guy looks legit, right?
Right.
It helps develop a trust. And there's that know, like, and trust factor that's really important. And I don't think enough people pay attention to that. And the truth is, I like what Jeff Bezos says. Jeff Bezos says that your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room.
Ooh, that's good. Your reputation, basically.
That's right.
And talk about a social media influencer. We hear that kind of talked about a little bit, but what is it exactly?
So an influencer is just somebody who has a really strong influence, can actually influence the decision-making process, can influence people to make decisions and buy things. So you'll see a lot of times people call themselves an influencer online. It means that they have clout in a certain industry.
Got it. But do you need to have a lot of followers to be an influencer?
No. As a matter of fact, there's a girl, she probably hates me right now. Her name's Ari. I use her as an example. But she has 2.6 million followers on Instagram, but she lost a clothing deal because she couldn't actually pre-sell 36 t-shirts to her 2.6 million audience. That's like 0.004% or something like that, or 14%. And then you'll have someone like one of my clients, Corey Calvin, who's a real estate investor, and he only has an audience of about 2,000, but he was able to sell a $500 product to show them how to do a training product for $500. He sold 34 of them.
Wow.
So the truth is, which one of those has more influence, right?
Good point.
So
Good
yeah.
point. And lastly, real quick, how does someone even start building a personal brand?
So think about what you want people to think about you, and be authentic with yourself. The first step is to truly be you. And if you don't stand for something, then you stand for nothing. So you have to have an opinion. You have to have a true calling and know why you're here on this earth. And that's exactly where you need to start, and start acting like that.
Perfect. And where can folks go to find more information about your brand?
JeffJHunter.com. You guys can find me. And I am full on my Facebook friends list. So LinkedIn is probably better if you want to find me. Just Jeff, the letter J, and then Hunter.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Jeff.